Hello everyone, I am Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and let me wish you a happy and healthy 2026. Let's start another year full of creativity and fun with the showcase for the Pimp My contest, a contest where you guys had to create a custom train or a custom vehicle. Just before we get started, remember to like and subscribe, that way you won't miss the amazing creations that I'll be sharing with you this year. Alright, we have 32 different entries to go through, and remember to vote for your 10 favorites at the end. We're judging the trains or vehicles only, the layouts and everything else were completely optional. Everything has been organized according to the alphabetical order of the creators, and you have timestamps to go back to the ones you like to make your top 10, and just so you know what's at stake, the winner's creation will be featured in a video where I turn it into a full-blown project. Now you know the stakes, and it's time to kick things off with our number 1 from Adrenaline Gamer 7. Formula Kart is a fun take on the karting ride with F1 inspired designs. What I really like about this creation is how every kart is uniquely colored to their team, so you know who's who. I won't explain them all because we have a lot to go through, but I invite you to join the YanHQ Discord server and read the fun lore in the channel with the entries. Number 2 is Neon Fuse by Alum, a crazy futuristic redesign of the B&M sit-down coaster train inspired by NASCAR paired with science fiction, a vehicle straight from the year 2432 according to the creator. Made with over 1.5k pieces, this train is so intricately designed like a custom, almost forbidden science project that oozes with life and audacity. This is certainly one to keep in mind, and we're far from done. We still have 30 other creations to see. Our third creation today is from longtime friend of the channel ArchJ, who's built Technocite, an Orwellian take on a B&M wing coaster train turned into a drone that'll keep a watchful eye on the guests in your park. Big Brother is always watching you during your ride to make sure you have a good time, so put a smile on, get your arms up, and enjoy your ride, or else. Number 4 is Rattlesnake from another longtime friend of the channel, Bentoka. This is a crazy creative and realistic skin for the Intamin Blitz made by using a crazy amount of basic shapes to make the scales of the snake. I can't help but think about Conda when I see this, and yet it's got nothing to do with it. You can imagine this at an amusement park somewhere in America where the train would be iconic and sold on t-shirts. Beautiful work. Next up is my good friend and moderator Birtie with an incredible interpretation of the B&M flyer, Da Vinci's Great Kite. As the name implies, this was inspired by Da Vinci's engineering designs, which Birtie has emulated flawlessly. This really makes me think of Europa Park's Voletarium, but in coaster form. The way you've built this is so precise, elegant, and spot on. You're really aiming for a top spot with this. Great job. From one masterclass to another, our number 6 was made by Diorama contest champion bricefx, who's named his creation Helios-X, which we all know is just an elaborate way to make me say in a video. What would even be Helios-X with the sun? Anyway, don't let my roasting of the name distract you from the fact that we have yet another top 10 contender with a Star Wars inspired Jovanola invert. You can even take your droids with you on the ride. Absolutely brilliant design by bricefx once again, who never seems to miss the mark. At number 7 we have a Walking Dead themed Intamin multi-dimension coaster by Bumblebeej, a super cool intimidating design which I'm absolutely into. You can imagine this running over zombies to escape the horde. It's really evocative. In fact, I wonder if this is rust or blood on the vehicle, and at this point I'm too intimidated to even ask. A truly badass creation which completely plays the part. Really great job. Our number 8 is from Coasterfreak, who's made us an incredibly faithful Jeep version of the long train Intamin multi-dimension coaster. The shape of the front car, the details on each of the cars, and the little Easter egg shouting me out on the license plate make this another brilliant design. I've saved this for inspiration since I'll be doing a Jeep-inspired coaster train myself soon in Belflor, so this is extremely inspiring to me. Very good job with your coaster train. Next up is Red Guardian by Krylo3, a Terran-inspired coaster with a Firebird theme. Is it just me, or does this have Velocicoaster vibes from a design perspective? It feels futuristic and rustic at the same time. Good job. Time for the number 10, which is .NET's extremely faithful recreation of the Big Bear mountain trains, which have been made with so much love. I mean, I knew .NET loves its most Vekomas, but this is something else. Everything was made with love and passion for the original in this design, and all the tiny details are a testament to that. I simply wish the in-game LIM had the same track width as the Junior coaster like in real life so we could use this properly. Regardless, DotNet's done a flawless job, and this will be yet another Jeep I'll be taking inspiration from. At number 11 we have Falco by Dr. Tacodog, a very interesting take on the Vekoma MK1101, turning it into a machine with the features of a bird of prey. This is a very satisfying design that reminds me of the Crow, my own bird-themed train, but with added steampunk-looking elements that give this custom train its own personality, which I'm really into. Number 12 is none other than Flooded Tombs with his Minions Dark Ride vehicle, which I was bamboozled into thinking it was a crazy sci-fi project at first, and then Flooded shown us these guys, and that went from epic to hilarious. That doesn't take away from the fact that this vehicle is absolutely breathtaking with intricate levels of details all the way down to the little G on the seat, signifying this was made by Grue. Incredible work, Flooded. At lucky number 13 we have another Planko legend with Thog, who's made an incredibly animated Intamin Blitz train called Tesseract. He always pushes the limits of what's possible in Planet Coaster 2, and this is no different. All those little pins are hundreds of individual lights from the Sorcery Pack, which have recently become triggerable, and Fox turned them into LEDs, the madman. You know me, I love triggered effects, so this was right up my alley. Next up is 4-piece with an insane Intamin Blitz old-fashioned car train. I mean, this looks like an actual Cadillac. It almost has that rock and roller coaster limousine vibe actually, which is definitely a good thing. I mean, this can go to crazy speeds compared to an old Cadillac, I'm sure, but still, this is very tastefully and faithfully done, so I can only applaud this. At number 15 we have another one of my good buddies and moderators, Broccoli with Fairlight Express. Now, with the short segments I do to treat every creation fairly in this video, I cannot do this creation justice because Broccoli's made a whole light show sync to music that I highly recommend you check out yourself. Still, as you can see, the design of this steampunk boat is absolutely breathtaking with vertical layers to make it so much more than the basic model. It's almost unrecognizable. Broccoli fully understood the assignment and delivered another masterpiece. Halfway through our video we have HvRuysdael at number 16, bringing us MonoQuest, an adventure-themed reimagining of the People Mover, and I've gotta say I'm so happy to see so many track rides being represented in this competition. This would be the perfect way to have a tour of a park's adventure area, which I find really inspiring because we haven't really seen someone pull off the adventure theme in Planet Coaster 2 yet, so hopefully this will inspire a few of you. Beginning the second half of the video with Kaswiggy Shingle and their HART Mk, a really cool sci-fi aviation themed Vekoma MK1101 Top Gun style. The creator says the lore is that this is an experimental flying machine that consumes an unethical amount of diesel, and honestly it looks like it, man, but that sounds safe enough, so I'd have a ride on that. At number 18 we have yet another one of my moderators, MissBarbare with her Doomsday Bus. First of all, yes, I am ashamed that I thought about Fortnite's battle bus when I first saw this, but this is just so much better. Do you have any idea how much you have to theme this ride vehicle to hide the basic skin? It's got this screen splash artwork on the side, so it's definitely an achievement on top of that. And the design is just so believable for a post-apocalyptic setting. Truly a great design, MissBarbare, great job. Next up is MonkeyGod with their Wild Bull and Intamin wooden coaster train, which are rare enough to appreciate. This is completely covered in wood and has this really fun bullhead at the front of the front car using the Viking's drinking horn for its horns, which is very smart. Good job. For number 20 we have another wooden coaster, but this time it's a GCI which has been made by Mystic, and pardon the pun, but what a mystical creation. This is Werewolf's Curse, a beautiful custom train with a gorgeous zero-car design and nice detailing on the rest of the train, and honestly this makes me so excited to make a wooden coaster someday soon. Outstanding job as always, Mystic. Number 21 was made by Ollielovesthemeparks and is called Mechanical Raven. This is a Plague Doctor looking Raven for a Vekoma Junior coaster, and is it wrong that I find this scary? I don't know about you guys, but Plague Doctors have always freaked me out, and I'm sure this will also scare the kids that want to ride this. Good job. Next up is Nautilus 2 by Osna, and I'm really glad that an Intamin water coaster made its way in there. I've gotta be honest, I did not see it coming at all. This is a boat-themed boat. Yeah, thanks Captain Obvious. No, for real, this is like a military boat that you can imagine would take you to a secret facility. It almost looks like what you would see with a Mack rocking boat, good job. Time for number 23, which is Horseback by Roblox AOT Fan, a train for the Intamin LSM motorbike coaster, which I suppose is inspired by the straddle coaster like Yukon Quad or Ufelon. I really applaud the dedication with the basic shapes for the horses, they really look like fiberglass work, which I appreciate, good job. The number 24 was made by Sam and is a dangerously cool Mack extreme spinner called Jigsaw, and I gotta say this would fit right in a park like Fort Park in my opinion. Having this saw blade at the base of the train makes me imagine the coaster looking like saw blades flying around an area recklessly. Very clever concept, Sam, well done. Next up is Steam Machina by Spacey 101, which is a steampunk reimagining of the classic Schwarzkopf train. I really like the intricacies of this one. It's really easy to go over the top with details when you want to do something steampunk, but this coaster train is very sober and keeps a lot of the original shape of the base model. After that we have number 26, which is another steampunk creation by Stan called Dark Steampunk, and this one takes the dethemed mine train and turns it into an elegant steampunk train. I feel like there's a lot of world building with this one because it's clearly being powered by these red energy canisters that you can see at the front and at the back of the train. Very intriguing, great job. For number 27 we have the Enchanted Abyss by Theme Park Fan NL, a sorcery themed trackless dark ride vehicle. This is a very whimsical creation with a lot of tiny details that scream world building at you at every angle, and the stone base of the vehicle is definitely very unique, well done. Next up is my oldest channel supporter, This Blows with Automaton Botanica, and if you'd like to join him and my 37 other supporters, click the link in the description. This looks like a super fun rustic crop duster robot which has acquired a conscience, he's even wearing a hat and has got a tongue. I was not expecting this coaster type to get featured in this contest, but here it is, good job man. Time for number 29, which is the Arctic Lizard by Wet, a super cute creation which would feel right at home at Epic Universe's Isle of Berk. Personally, it reminds me of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's Zombies in Spaceland, but I'm not sure anyone in my community is gonna get that reference, to be honest. Regardless, great job Wet. At number 30, Wonky Builder 16 has given us a steampunk Intamin multi-dimension car for a ride called Professor Wibbletobble's Mechanical Invention. What a tongue twister, you really wanted to torture me with this one. This is a really fun custom car and I'm really happy that Wonky's found the time to participate since he wasn't sure if it'd make it, so good job mate. Next up is Val the Panda, who's made the Yan Express, and no, flattery will not get you anywhere since you guys will be voting for your favorites as always. This is a locomotive themed Intamin multi-dimension which shelters guests from the elements and has even got a luggage compartment at the back, good job. And at number 32, our final creation for this showcase of the Pimp My Contest entries is Gold Striker by Zapatron7125, a mine-themed Gerstlauer Infinity Coaster train. This is very to the point, it's been covered with wooden elements, a handful of mining items, and of course the name of the ride. Well done Zapatron. And voila my friends, these were 32 custom trains and vehicle designs that people have made for the Pimp My Contest. Remember to vote for your 10 favorite designs with the form in the contest info channel of my Discord server. Your invite for it awaits in the description of course. If you've enjoyed this and want to see who wins the contest, you should subscribe to the channel as well as leave a like and hype the video. This took a long time to make both for me and for the people who've entered, so this would be very much appreciated. I want to thank my channel supporters and VIP supporters for their constant support in 2025. This really helps me keep on doing what I love on YouTube, and if you'd like to support me throughout 2026, you can become a channel supporter yourself with the link in the description, and your name will be shown at the end of the videos too. Thank you all so much for watching my video. This has been Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman, and as always, you've been awesome, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.